Things are changing over at the SEC, and I've got good news to share with you, along with an update regarding Ripple's RLUSD XRP price talk at the end. More aping into crypto as Mara.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
I got lots of good news to share with you today, but before we do that, your comments come first. It's true, you, the viewer, matter most. That's why I do this 7 days a week, except if I'm racing that day, because my races are super long. Gramps D63 says a few weeks ago, we were talking about breaking 60 cents. Now we're talking $1.15. Things are definitely looking up, and remember how to get rolling, baby steps. For real, in this move that you're seeing in regards to XRP is definitely different. I want you to think about XRP during the Taurus pump. You remember that in 2023? Yeah, let's take a quick look at that, and we'll go back to the comments. Okay, so let's go to the candlesticks right here. We're gonna slide this bad boy over to the day, and I want you to check out this move from Taurus. That's this candlestick right here. Peak action on this move was less than 1 hour above 90 cents, everyone. Less than 1 hour. Now we're looking at this as days in days in days above $1. So we've got some different vibes going on, but they're positive different vibes. So you're feeling it as well. Robin says, Klaus, you are better than any of the legacy personalities, and your info actually makes sense instead of some dumbass talking TA with no fundamentals and not knowing shit. Choo-choo-licious. Well, thank you, Robin. Hopefully I'm saying your names right. My name, Klaus, not the easiest to pronounce, so I understand. Simon Carradine says XRP is waiting for the Gary Gensler party. Be real with me here. Would XRP pump on the day that Gensler actually officially resigns? Because you know there's going to be people playing some short-term action on that. Thinking, dude, I will play the Gary Gensler pump. Want to get into that crypto news? Certainly. Bitcoin sitting at 96,711. ETH is 3301, while Sol is 249. XRP still well above $1 at $1.10 with ADA. Now holding 80 cents, but still healthy at 78. XLM rounding it out at 29.3. Lots of goodness in the market, but the alts are still very far off when it comes to the all-time highs. Bitcoin at 96,000, it's like we're sitting here, we're like, okay, we get it, BTC, we get it, come on, girlfriend, but we still want to see more love for the alts, so it's been BTC dominant still. The SEC is engaging Solana ETF applicants. Whoa. According to Eleanor Tourette, these issuers have indicated recent engagement from staff and incoming pro-crypto White House administration has fueled renewed optimism for a potential approval of a Solana ETF in 2025. Yeah, so you're already seeing some of the changes taking effect as the SEC is now listening to people going, look, why are we going to reject it now and just make it harder work for ourselves when we know we're going to have a different boss here in a couple months and we're going to have to change all this shit anyway? So why do work twice for ourselves? This is great news. Now, this is in regards to the Sol ETF. By the way, the Sol ETF right now in odds, it's a few percentage points higher than XRP to get done first, okay? It was kind of going back and forth. Sol right now has the lead with the ETF approval in early 2025. They're saying first quarter 2025. Solana's robust DeFi ecosystem has led to strong, sustained on-chain analytics measured by transactions per day, active addresses, new addresses, while maintaining a low-fee environment for all consumers. It's also about volume, because who gives a shit about transactions and all that if no one's trading it? If people are trading it, there's volume. And when there's volume, people are making money. So no wonder people want to launch ETFs of a product that's hot, juicy, naughty, spicy, and relevant. So if your crypto that you love's volume sucks ass and is going down, that's not a good sign, because then they're not going to want to play in your backyard. I'm just being honest with you. That's just how the shit goes. You want to stay relevant in crypto. Like the whole thing like with utility and all that, utility hasn't caused shit for a pump. We've seen it's all about being relevant. It's all about having juicy volume, and juicy volume is being in the news. So as much as it sucked for XRP and Ripple for the case, it kept them in the news nonstop. Big time news nonstop. Aping into more BTC and crypto. Here you go. I told you it's going to happen. Mara Holdings, Marathon Digital Holdings, raises $1 billion in convertible notes, just like Sailor and MicroStrategy, aiming to boost BTC acquisition and financial stability. There's a quote from the CEO that I wanted to share with you, and this is the highlight of why I think this move is going to last for a long time. And as BTC becomes more pricey compared to the alts, right? As we start seeing the BTC action being really, whoa, there's some risk, but not as much reward. We're so near the tops. You're going to start seeing companies rotate into more affordable options. The company emphasizes its commitment to expanding operations with a quote from CEO Fred Thiel this morning. This financing allows us to pursue growth opportunities and enhance our balance sheet effectiveness. So this strategy of adding this to the balance sheets and having that carry on over to cash reserves, converting debt into BTC, converting cash into BTC, earning something on that cash rather than just sitting on it on a low interest yield. This is how you're going to see the wave happen, because other companies out there are going to be like, yo, we're putting our cash to work and we're getting like 5-7%. Meanwhile, these people are putting their cash to work with BTC and they 3x their freaking cash in the last couple of years. This is going to definitely change the scene. And you're going to see more companies aping into BTC. And like I said, once BTC gets really expensive comparatively, people are going to look for more valued alternatives. And they're going to be like, hey, what other charts out there have things where, it hasn't been to all-time high, there's still room to grow, and that's when you see the alts start rolling. And that's why when you see the BTC altcoin index, when I share it with you on this, that's why it's still BTC dominant, because BTC, honestly, when it comes to price action, is still dominating the shit out of things. And it's going to keep dominating until it becomes too expensive. Adding $1 billion. There you go. Marathon Digital Holdings, adding $1 billion. More good news for crypto. This is great. This is why you hit the subscribe button, because I bring you good news and bad news. So don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me in a couple years when you're watching and there's a bear market and I have to bring bad news. That's my job. I got to bring it good or bad. So now that it's good, let's celebrate. Let's have a little fun, right? But don't shoot the messenger. Don't. Be nice to the messenger. Stripe expands crypto services to Aptos as USDC integrates for enhanced payment solutions. I think this is now like the 12th chain that USDC is on, and you can swap all this stuff with zero fees, and it's like instantaneous. I mean, this is a huge expanding ecosystem of products, and again, it has to do with USDC, right? If you have a product that is juicy and relevant, people are going to want to keep playing with your product. Listing it on Aptos, more people are going to want to play with USDC on Aptos. According to the Aptos Foundation, with the addition of USDC and Stripe services, we can expect a surge in DeFi interactions on our platform. Interesting. So it is about being hot, spicy, naughty, and relevant. The decision by Stripe to integrate its crypto service with Aptos fosters a new era of convenience and globalization financial transactions. Aptos is rapidly establishing itself as a significant player in the blockchain space. Ripple's RLUSD update. This is pretty interesting. Listen to this one. Pro XRP investor highlighted the inclusion of RLUSD on the extended global Forex data, a spreadsheet that compiles the list of globally recognized currencies. This list includes other popular stablecoins such as USDT and USDC. RLUSD is now included on that list. Is it big, like in terms of, oh my gosh, it's going to rock price? No, but it's just getting more things done, right? More boxes checked off. If you launch a brand new product, right? Like you and I, let's have some fun. Let's role play and then we'll talk price, okay? Let's launch a new product, okay? Let's launch like a new cool revolutionary phone, something really neat, okay? So we're going to launch this product. Part of this product launch is making sure that the product actually works, right? So that we've seen them testing stuff, we've seen them burning the money, moving it back and forth, the RLUSD, okay? Well, then we have a product that works. That's cool. You got to make sure that product is compliant. They've already filed for that product for the New York State Department of Financial Regulation, okay? They're waiting for approval. What else do you need to do? You need to market this product, okay? So now you're going to start hearing more and more about RLUSD being included on this list, on that list. Who are going to be the entities that are listing RLUSD? Who's going to be purchased? So you're going to hear a lot of marketing around that. So once you got the marketing right, once you got your product right, once you got your regulatory clarity right, then you're set to launch your product. But see, all that has to be done, and you're seeing all these steps here being followed. Soon, like super soon, we're going to start getting the dates, right? The initial launch dates. You're going to be hearing that stuff soon. So join us as we launch a cell phone. As Ripple launches RLUSD, and we follow that journey. Now, let's swing it on over to XRP price, because I still get a little bit of anxiety when I see like this move right here, okay, that happened earlier in the day when XRP went to $1.07. I still get that little bit of anxiety, like, okay, don't do it. You know, like I still get that. And I think the reason I get that, and I think the reason a lot of you get that, is because we've seen a lot of these moves before go up and then just get pushed back down, go up, push back down, like very, very often. And by the way, this is what the 1-year chart of XRP looks like up on the screen. That gives you a really, really good idea of how much we've been in the red comparatively over the year compared to how little time that has been spent in the green. But the recent move is what we're here to talk about, okay? Because we're seeing a definite change. Just like your comment said in the beginning, how this feels different. Like how we were talking about breaking 60 cents and now $1.15, $1.10. This does definitely feel different. As I highlighted earlier, right? It's way better than the Torres pump that we saw. The Torres pump was poo-poo compared to this. Now let's swing it on over to the candlestick, see if anything jumps out of this. But we're going to zoom in because I've got the 1-day candlesticks up on the screen. And you can see on the 1-day, looks good. But let's zoom in just a little bit further and get it to that 15-minute, right? Where we get to zoom in close enough to see any short-term stuff, but we also get to scroll out and see what the overall trend has been over the last couple weeks. Because remember, crypto has a very short-term memory when it comes to these price moves. We set new floors and we set new ceilings all the time, and it's heavily dependent upon the news, global macros, global environmental factors, okay? So look at XRP since the election, and that's what I have up on the screen right now. Hanging out at 50 cents, just screwing around, and then all of a sudden we get this move. Now, on this move, what you're seeing right now is a little deviation over the last couple of days, but it's a deviation on our side. You see how we're kind of working our way on down ever so slightly on this move here since the 16th to right about the 20th? Well, since the 20th, those lows have been picking up. All right. So hopefully if we line this up right in the next couple days, which I know we're thinking weekend here. So as long as we push through the weekend, next couple days, you're thinking Monday and Tuesday, as long as we can hold that decently above the dollar, you're going to be dealing with Thanksgiving. And you're like, Klaus, why does Thanksgiving matter? Because everyone freaking takes off for the week of Thanksgiving. You're going to watch volume just completely erode. And it has nothing to do with crypto. It just has to do with people that have lots and lots and lots of money. They just like hang out with their families for Thanksgiving. Like it is just a fact of life. So if we can get through that Thanksgiving time and still maintain the dollar, I got to be honest with you. Talking dollar floor price, everyone. And I think that's something we can all be freaking excited to hear about. And that's what makes this move so different, so exciting feeling, is that there's some sustainability to it. The Torres ruling of XRP not being a security in 2023, we saw like rocket ship one candlestick and then it just, bam, that was it. Like as soon as we broke 90 cents, it just started pushing back down. And the move didn't last. And in fact, then it went lower, which was like, holy crap, that really sucks. Pumps and dumps. But now with this move, we've pumped and we haven't dumped. We've settled, and we've settled into this zone where whether we've had good or bad news, that price feels comfortable there. And this is just a difference of a couple weeks, everyone. So seeing that this move has more staying power than Torres, seeing that this move now not only has a staying power, but has more moves ahead of it, right? Like even more good news from the SEC, like an XRP ETF, RLUSD launch, the case being thrown out, settling, whatever happens there. There's more things going on. We're back when we had the Torres decision. It was the Torres decision, and then it was like, but we got to determine the penalties for primary, and we got to talk about appeals, and we were like, this is freaking nuts. So there wasn't that room for it to grow because there were still things smothered in it. But now you feel this difference. And I don't want to give Gary Gensler and the SEC that much credit for suppressing crypto, because I don't want to give them people kudos for damaging the market, right? But if that's the deal, and Gary Gensler and the SEC is the wet blanket that's being lifted off of us, and we're moving this juicy because of that, then all right. Wow. it's different. And that's what I'm trying to say to everyone is this feels different. The comments are different. The way the market is reacting volume-wise is different. Same thing with the tourist move. The volume was like crazy insane, and then it went to like normal fast, like really, really, really fast. We're here, we're still like 5 to 10x higher normal volume than what XRP was seeing a couple weeks ago. And this is days and days and days into the move. In fact, right, the volume was above 20 billion. It's now hovering right around 6.5 billion. In fact, that $6.5 billion volume has now stayed the last several days. Think about that. That's a very different vibe. Now, can we hold that volume through Thanksgiving? That's that near-term thing I'm worried about. Is that Thanksgiving thing is people are going to be taking off, hanging out with family, and the financial markets are usually kind of boring that week. I got to be honest with you. But hit the subscribe button and notification bell, because with crypto, nothing's ever boring, and crypto trades 24/7. And I'm going to be bringing the news 24/7, which means what, everyone? Which means you're going to get Thanksgiving news from Santa Claus. You're probably also going to get it on Christmas Day too, because I like everyone. Choo choo, bitches.